Я люблю быть на воде. We're going on a boat ride. Look, we're in Tampa Bay.
Mommy, that's hot man. Water taxi.
Water taxi. Tampa Bay. That's the hotel we're staying in. JW Marriott next to ours. Marriott is staying there, and that's the big cruise
Also, one thing I just want to give you guys a heads up on today on Island Loop. It's going to be a busy Saturday. This boat holds 24 people total. It is first come, first serve. Your ticket is an all-day pass, so sometimes you come around, we don't have room to take everybody who's waiting on the dock. So just keep that in mind who's using the service today. The riverboat today holds 100 folks. So they have a lot more capacity than this boat right here. So my friends who are getting dropped off at Harbor Island, if I have to come around and I don't have room for you guys, you're just gonna come down and walk across this bridge right back here to the main stop. Be first in line here. This is where we start from, so this is your best chance to get on this boat today if you want to do the full tour. Just like to give everybody a heads up. That way, if I do show up and I don't have room for you guys, at least I warned you, and hopefully you won't yell at me. I am sensitive. It's been a long week, so we'll say hi. We'll say hi. All right. So just a heads up on that. Hopefully we'll have room for you, but sometimes we do hit capacity, so just a little bit of awareness for you guys. We're gonna get going here. I'm gonna throw on the music as we make our way down to stop 4, because it's a really quick drop off. And then we'll be pulling into stop 2, Sparkman Wharf, right behind the cruise ship. Once we leave stop 2, we'll get into like the port and the cruise ships and some other cool stuff. So we'll get on the mic and give you guys a narrated tour once we leave Sparkman Wharf. But for now, just holler at us if you have any questions. Again, I'm Eric. This is Kristen, and we also have a special guest, Molly, on board. Molly's one of our first mates. You'll see her up at Armature Works today, Molly.
Stop 12.
She'll be at Curtis Dixon Park where the buy one get one free drinks are. So if you see Molly there, she'll point you in the direction of the good bars. But right now, she's been summoned by Captain TJ Couch. She's gonna be moving around some spooky hayride stuff that you guys might see later. All right, let's go.
Классно, едем на лодочке. Вот здесь мы на этом Tampa Bay. This is Tampa Bay where me and my husband got married 17 years ago.
11:30.
11:30.
I'm on it. I'm our personal tour guide.
Поехали.
I would love a microphone.
Вот там остался.
No, be careful what you wait for.
Oh, I see.
Be careful what you miss.
Hey! They want you
See the big cruise ship over there.
This is like where you get all your Amazon stuff. All your culture. Furniture from IKEA. It's pretty cool.
Class. Вот наша гостиница. Like and subscribe. You like.
The only thing I feel alive is if you're with me every day. I get intoxicated all the time.
Смотрите, там такой бар. Ricky, welcome.
Okay, guys, really quick. If you look over to the left, you're going to see Benchmark International Arena, which up until a week ago was named Amalie Arena. That's home to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, even though we're in Southern Florida, this is a hockey city, folks. They love the Lightning here so much so that they hold the record for most sold-out home games in NHL history. All right, I told you guys had a short boat ride over to the brewery, so we're pulling into the dock now. So I need everybody at this time to start grabbing a seat for me, please, and thank you. As we approach the dock, again, I need everybody to grab a seat for me, please, and thank you, including my little friend right here, folks. If you guys have her sit down for me, please, and thank you. All right, approaching the dock now. We'll let you know when it's safe to stand up and hop off.
All right. Когда подъезжаем к доку, you have to sit down when we're pulling up to the dock. This is safety precaution. Красиво. Люди, like you can hop on and hop off in different stops.
Yeah, 24 and that's yeah, because Adam's launch was up to 21, 22, at 22, yeah.
Are you going, beautiful? I'm going on a little boat tour to the little island. Now we're on the river going to around Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. It's downtown Tampa, Florida, west coast of Florida. And those are like, it's Ybor River that connects with the Tampa Bay. So we're going to see an island. We're just touring. It's a boat ride. I like to be on the water. So relaxing.
And everybody else is doing the full tour again? Going back to stop 7 foot, full tour for everybody else?
Yes, thank you. Full tour. We're doing full tour because we want to come back to the same hotel. We're checking out at 1 and we're heading home to Orlando at 1, and at 3:30 I have hair appointment today, so we're here only for a little bit longer. Классно. Туда не поедем, где корабль. Perfect Beauty. Thank you. So relaxing. Едем. Смотрите, я и кораблик. Видите, там корабль? Я так люблю быть на воде. Беру вас с собой на прогулку. Красиво? Ой, как красиво, хорошо. Накрасились. Муж не мог поехать. My husband couldn't go with me. He has weird. Don't ask. He has to work, finish the financial statements. It's okay. I'm still having fun with my viewers. How wonderful it would be if I could meet an angel. О, смотрите. We're going under the bridge. Here is the big cruise ships under the bridge. Yay, that's Port of Tampa. That's what
All right, folks, we're coming over the bridge here on the left. You're going to see our parent company. This is Yacht Starship Dining Cruises and Events.
Yeah.
We have public and private dining cruises. The first boat we're going by here, Craft, has a low profile because they custom built it to go up and down the Hillsborough River. And that is the first boat in the country to get approval by the Coast Guard to have an open flame kitchen on board.
Enjoy a good time.
We hired some executive level chefs. Who do a seasonal chef created menu. They pick out all the ingredients, design the entrees themselves, to cook everything to order on the boat. All in all, Craft is a high-end gourmet restaurant on the water. Directly in front of that, you're going to see Yacht Starship, which is another one of our public dinner boats, but it's a different experience than Craft. On Yacht Starship, it comes with an open bar at sea, an all-you-can-eat buffet, and they get a live DJ and a dance floor.
That's the Starship we got married on. That's the Starship. That's on that ship we got married on.
$80 per person on Yacht Starship, and they have brunch cruises on the weekends as well. And we are going to be pulling in to stop
on the big one. We got married on the big one, not on the little one. We got married on the big one.
This one. Thank you. Again, I need everybody to grab a lovely seat here for us, folks, please, and thank you as we come to the dock, and we'll let you know when you can stand up again. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the Starship. That's the ship we got married on. Yeah, haha, so beautiful. Yep. And it was next to that's Royal Caribbean, Grandeur of the Sea, Royal Caribbean. Yes. Grandeur of the Sea. Oh, actually that's exactly on this dock we got married, I think. Я люблю быть на воде. I love to be on the water. Beautiful place, yes. You can see, I got married here 17 years ago, exactly on this Tampa Bay. Exactly on this water. I tied the knot with my hubby. So more people are getting on the boat. And that's the port of Tampa. That's where the cruise ships are moving. This yacht, Starship, dining cruise. You go there for a couple of hours and they have chef and they have very good food. They feed you. So much fun.
Now this thing, backboard every certain hours. This thing, does it go out every once in a while or does it stay right here on the buffet?
Yeah, they go up. Yeah, they go up, yeah. They have, I don't know what their schedule is. I know they have so many courses per day on the weekend. I know they do like run throughs and they have evenings and courses as well. Yeah. I just don't know their schedule. I think they go out like 3 or 4 times still on the weekends. We kind of rewatch.
It's fun, you should go on it. We got married on it 17 years ago. Amazing food, very good, yeah, very good, nice, yeah, cruise. It's a couple of hours, but it's fun.
Oh, is it? It's like an open buffet type?
Yes, yes, but very good food, you know, like. Royal Caribbean.
We've been on Royal Caribbean. We're diamond members on Royal Caribbean. We've never been on. This is the smallest one they have.
Yeah, we've been on a big one. Utopia is the newest one from Port Canaveral.
Yeah, we've
really
been on
nice.
Oasis.
Oasis
Wonder.
huge, yeah. Now they came out, the Star came out.
We haven't been on that one yet.
Yeah. 7 days.
Alrighty, friends. So I'll continue the narration for you guys. So we just put off the stop number 2, Sparkman Wharf. Have any of you guys been down there yet?
No.
Some of you guys, yeah. So they have a bunch of different shipping containers that they refurbish, turned into different concession stands. So they have a variety of different food options for you guys. They also have an outdoor beer garden with a handful of different beers on tap. It's also home to Splitsville. So if the little one ever wants to go bowling later on today, play some games like that, that's a really fun spot to hang out at. You save 20% off of your check there at Splitsville with your wristbands. There's also another restaurant here at Sparkman Wharf that I love recommending. It's called Jatoros. It's a tequila bar and restaurant, so if you guys want tacos and margaritas later on, again, you'll save 20% off your check with those wristbands. You guys get discounts all throughout town. If you guys want the full listing of all the discounts that you guys can get, you can just check out our website at PirateWaterTaxi.com. There's a full section of all the different places and the location too. So right next to us we have this really big white cruise ship. It looks pretty large, but this is actually pretty small considering the different cruise ships that we have around the world, like the newest ones that we have, Icon of the Seas, Stars of the Seas. Those are the largest cruise ships that we have. So the cruise ships that we get here in Tampa, we only max out around like 3,000 or so passengers, whereas Icon of the Seas, Stars of the Seas, I believe they hold around 8,000 or so passengers, so it's a pretty significant difference between the two. We don't get the mega cruise ships here because of the Skyway Bridge that's out in our bay. So it's a fixed structure, it's not a drawbridge. And when we built that particular bridge, we built it to accommodate the largest cruise ships that we had at that time. But our cruise ships kept getting bigger and bigger, so now we can only get the smaller cruise ships like this one. But honestly, it works out pretty well because a lot of the larger cruise ships, like Icon of the Seas, Stars of the Seas, are actually getting a ban on a lot of the different ports around the world because they're just overwhelming these smaller cities, so they don't want to have 8,000 people coming in at once. So they'd rather deal with 2,000 people. So this white building in between these two boats here, that's the Florida Aquarium. This is a really awesome interactive aquarium. You guys can go get some jellyfish, starfish, sea anemones. You guys can even feed the stingrays. And if you guys are super brave, You guys can swim with the sharks as well. You can either snorkel with them right at the top of the water, or if you're
Военный корабль.
get right there in the tank. Sink all the way to the bottom.
American Victory.
And dig the shark teeth and stuff like that.
That's like a navy.
Now right next to us, we have the American Victory ship.
American
So
Victory.
this is one of 4 fully operational cargo vessels that served in World War II, the Korean War, as well as the Vietnam War.
Vietnam War,
So this was
Korean
built
War.
in 1945. Now, do you guys want to take a guess at how long it took to build this ship? We're going to make this interactive, so you guys can yell out some numbers.
5 years.
5 years? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. That is an excellent guess. So it was a little bit. How much is 6 weeks? That's actually pretty accurate. So it was built in a very short 55 days.
Wow, that's cool.
Did you take this tour before? Wow, are you sure you? That was an excellent guess. You guys know why it was built in such a short amount of time? Because it was built primarily by women.
Wow. The ship was primarily
So while
built
all
by
the men
women
are all
in
fighting for our country, the
55
women were stepping up
days.
to these blue-collar
2
industries
months.
and building these vessels here.
Wow, cool.
So this does serve as a self-guided museum now. So with your wristbands, this is another location you can save a couple dollars off your admission ticket, as well as the Florida Aquarium right behind it. So you can access about 98% of the boat. The only place you cannot go to is the engine room.
Помахать им. Все на
Oh, look at everybody doing the tour.
Yay.
Now, do we have any fans of spooky season on board?
Yay.
Yeah.
Halloween
So
fans.
if you want to, so every weekend for the rest of the month here in October, they turned this ship into a haunted ship attraction. So it's called Undead on the Water. So I think they have today they'll have stuff going on. Tomorrow night, I think the first little haunted ship tours they have going on, it starts around like 7 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Very awesome. I think it's around 30 minutes to go through the whole thing. They have a bunch of actors on board. Later on that evening, you'll see all the smoke going off the boat and all the flashing lights. It's really, really cool. I've never done it before. I don't like it scared, but you know, everyone else seems to love it. So this body of water we're cruising in right now, this is the Hillsborough Bay. So this is just a smaller bay within Tampa Bay. Now Tampa Bay has a very shallow average depth of around 11 feet deep. So if you're wondering how do we get all these large, if you guys remember the bridge that we had went under, that particular bridge, it used to be a railroad track that allowed a train to pass over that transported all that phosphates to and from Harbor Island. But now this is one of the most expensive islands to live on here in Tampa. So if you guys take a peek towards the back end of Harbor Island, to the right, you'll see this gray condo building right along the water. Once we get a little further up, you'll see that white diamond at the top of that building there. That is called the Garrison. Each floor, from the 4th floor up, each floor is one single unit. So they all have a 360-degree view of Tampa Bay. Wow. Now they currently have a unit on the market right now. So if any of you guys want to live closer to Tampa, it's on the market for $5.5 million.
Woohoo!
That's pocket change, right guys? Now a good rule of thumb on Harbor Island though, is that it's about $1 million per bedroom to own something here on Harbor Island. Or $1,000 per square foot. Whichever makes your seem like it's going to be cheaper. So, since we're looking at Harbor Island, you guys notice all the greenery that's surrounding the island here?
Yeah.
You guys know what those are? Mangroves, yeah. So we have 4 different types of mangroves here in Florida. We have red, white, black, and buttonwood. Most of the ones you're going to see along our coastline are going to be red mangroves. Now these guys are super important to us here in the state of Florida. These guys hold our coastlines together. They help prevent coastal erosion. They're also very, very strong. These guys can withstand up to a Category 5 hurricane. That's over 150 mile-per-hour winds. Now, if you were to cut one of these sea trees down, or pull them out of the ground, set them on fire, anything like that, without a permit, you could get up to an $8,000 fine because they're federally protected sea trees. Now switching gears over here on the port side, so the left side of the boat, we are going to be looking at our port, Tampa Bay. So this is the largest port in the state of Florida. So just letting you guys know, we do have this wake coming in. So if your sea legs ready, or if you guys don't have any confidence in your sea legs, just grab a seat. Hold on to the railings, bend your knees.
Oh, wow. Качает, качка. Ooh, I like it.
So right next to us over here on the left-hand side of the boat, this is our cement docks and our facilities. Now we have around 5 million tons of cement that come here to our port every single year. That helps build all of our homes, our condos, our skyscrapers. We're one of the fastest growing cities here in the nation, and we also have around 5 new skyscrapers already added to our skyline here within the next 5 or so years. Once you guys take the river out, you'll see a lot of that construction happening along that river route. Now right next to our cement docks, you're going to see these beautiful murals painted on these containers. So these murals, these were painted by a gentleman named Eric Penn. He painted these in the late 90s. He wanted to showcase some of Florida's natural wildlife that we have here. So if you guys keep your eyes peeled on the water, you might see some of that wildlife today. You might see some dolphins, maybe manatees, or if we're lucky, you might see a spinner shark or two. Now we also have those marine bird species painted on these other containers. So we have flamingos, pelicans, seagulls, as well as bald eagles. Now some marine mammal fun facts for you guys. Did you guys know that Florida is the state with the 3rd highest population of bald eagles?
Wow.
We kind of
3rd highest population of
second
eagles.
place with Montana, I believe. Now do you guys know what state has the highest population of bald eagles?
Colorado?
Colorado. That was a good guess. Alaska, yeah.
Yay!
So, Florida and Montana, we have roughly around 3,000 breeding pairs of bald eagles, whereas Alaska, they have around 16,000 breeding pairs. So it's a pretty significant difference between first and second place. Now these murals, that's painted on the containers, these containers are actually our gasoline containers. So they're all owned by Citgo, and we have about 2.5 billion gallons of gasoline that come here to our port every single year. Now we distribute all that gasoline throughout Central Florida through underground pipelines. We actually have a direct pipeline that goes from our port all the way to Orlando International Airport, and that helps fuel all the planes out there.
Wow.
So diesel, jet fuel, and gasoline, those are our #1 import here in Tampa.
Where
Do you
we
guys
got
want to
married
take a guess
exactly
what our
that
#1 export is?
route. We're gonna be
And it's
touring
not
around on the
oranges.
water, Tampa Bay, and that's a little.
Sponges? No, that's a good guess too. I'll give you guys a hint. You use it in your garden.
Mulch!
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
So with fertilizer, you need some phosphate, and that is mine inland 30 miles from here. You also need some sulfur and ammonia. Those are both imported here in the Tampa. Now the sulfur comes in a molten state at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and it gets delivered to us on a heated ship as well. Now we store that sulfur right over here on the left side of the boat in these rusted over containers. Now we don't paint anything on those guys because sulfur is an oxidizer, so it makes the metal all rusty. So you would have to replace and repaint those panels very frequently. Now ahead of us, you're going to see these bird cranes with this large, long, gray structure there that says General Dynamics on it. So that is a dry dock. We're currently building this guy. We're actually almost done with it. Do you guys know how dry docks work? Or do you guys know what a dry dock is? No? Yes or no? So dry docks are semi-submersible, so they sink in the water just enough to allow a boat to pull in. And then we have some very skillful divers that place large cement blocks or large pieces of steel underneath the vessel. That way when all that water is pumped out, the boat is lifted out of water and it's still in an upright position. That way it exposes the bottom of the boat and we can do any kind of maintenance or repairs on these vessels. Now this particular dry dock that we're building, we've been working on it for close to, I think, 2 years now. You guys know why it's been taking such a long time to build it? No, not the storm. It's because the men are building it, right? If the women were building it, it would have took us 55 days.
That's right.
No, but it's just kidding. It's just a very intricate process. So it's a long process to make these guys. Now, once we are finished with this, we are going to be floating it off to Groton, Connecticut. If you guys know nothing about Groton, it is the submarine capital of the world. So we'll be sending that off up there so that we can be used for our nuclear submarines.